Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning into today's video. We're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin today and doing a quick analysis on the charts, specifically focusing again on the short term because a lot is happening on the short term and more or less talking about two things. The horizontal levels that we're looking at on the chart over here, as well as our diagonal levels which make up our market structures, which we can see on the chart here. So first and foremost, we have a few things. We have our short-term bull flag formation, and yes, this is a bull flag. We did have two fake outs, one to the top side, one to the downside. As soon as we eliminate these, we can see straight away we are in fact in a downward consolidation with two parallel trend lines, meaning we are in a bull flag formation. Second to that, we do have our macro, or should we say larger time frame, ascending support line. This has acted as support numerous times again in the last 12 hours. We saw another retest a couple hours ago. And then of course our uptrend resistance at the upper side, which is acting as that upper resistance of our rising channel formation. So we have a few things going on over here, and we're going to talk about, what specifically we want to see happen for the price, what our triggers are, what levels we do need to break above, and what will happen if we lose some pretty important levels. So before we get into anything, let's go ahead and talk about these horizontal levels. So I'm going to go ahead and remove everything off the chart besides our green and red lines. And our red lines indicate major trigger points. And I can actually go ahead and remove this one for now. Okay, so the red ones indicate major resistances or major supports, depending on which side you're on. And of course, these go hand in hand as major trigger points. So generally when we break through these levels, we see explosive continuations within that direction, and when we find support on these levels, we generally look for bounces at these levels. Our green lines are the same thing. They are supports and resistances, but they are weaker. They're smaller, less significant, but still do hold relevance. As you can see, they do not generally get respected quite as well as our red lines. These red lines, we generally do not close candles below. It's generally only wicks. Again, you can see over here, we pushed candles above, but generally these green lines are a little bit more choppy, as you can see at this range, are a little bit more choppy and less structurally secure than these red lines. So we're looking for these red lines as our main points of contacts. These green lines are points of confluence, areas that we're looking for potential bounces from, potential resistance from, or potential continuations. So we're seeing a few things on the chart over here. First and foremost, we did have our structure. We're looking for that 19,450 level to our next trigger. And we've seen a lot of fluttering around this level prior to the current price action. And previous to that price action, we did see a couple breaks, a couple rejections from that point, and finally a nice explosive move upwards upon the breakout of that symmetrical triangle formation. So the next move upwards, we're looking for a break out of that descending resistance of the bull flag, which we'll talk about in a second, in combination with a break of that 19,450, and that should take us upward to this major trigger. Now, the major trigger is what we're really talking about. We'll come back and talk about that in a second, but let's go talk about the downward price action. So until we lose this level here, we realistically do have a lot of support, and we can go ahead and show you. This time frame, we're looking at the daily. On the macro, we do have a massive support range between 19,000 and 17,600. This whole area here is huge support, okay? This is our absolute bottom right over here at 17,600, and our upper support range extends to $19,000. As you can see, we have closed candles below, but generally we are kind of staying within to the top side of this range, more recently closing candles above, which is good to see. Moving back to this chart over here, we can see the 19,000 level is indicated by this alert on the chart over here. Pushing back below, we do have 18,800 to 18,700 as that major support zone. And this is particularly a zone, as it's not an individual price point of support. It is a range of support. If we do lose this level, we expect an immediate drop downwards to this major horizontal resistance, which is 18,400. Now, this is where it gets interesting. If we lose 18,400, we have an incredibly high chance of sweeping back down to previous lows at 17,600. A very high chance of that occurring, okay? So we're looking for a break of that level before we enter massive shorts. We're looking for a break below 18,700 before we enter shorts in general. Until then, we are still looking for longs because of the current market structure. So to the upside, if we do break over 19,800, we can expect a pushback within this range again. And of course, if we break over 20,000 500, we will continue upwards as that is breaking through some major rejection points. We've seen rejection points all the way extending, you know, early September, late August. It's just acted as some pretty huge resistance. So let's go ahead and bring up all of our diagonals, and I'm just going to go ahead and pop those back in. Okay, so we should be able to see what's happening over here. So we do have a bull flag formation. It's a very messy bull flag formation. We've had some big fake outs, big dumps, but nevertheless, it is still a bull flag. We are still respecting this uptrending support line. Therefore, this is still support and it should be treated as support. When do we flip bearish? Well, when this flips downwards, we lose this level here as that is a major support zone. That is when we expect that bottom to come in, potentially sweeping lows under 18,400 if that occurs. Until then, we do expect some sort of break to the upside. Obviously, we will find initial resistance if we do break on this green line, potentially pushing us, propelling us up to 19,800, 19,700 for a target. So not too much new is going on the charts, guys. Everything is mainly the same. We have seen some very random price action. I'm not going to lie, this entire range here, guys, this entire range here, in general, this entire area since, you know, mid-September onwards has been very sporadic. It's been very sporadic. It's been, you know, slow bleeds down with massive crazy spikes, huge wicks downwards, very volatile price action, and generally all of these pumps and dumps are happening within a very small time frame. You know, we're looking at like a few minutes to like 5 minutes max, and we see these huge 2 or 3% pumps, huge 2 or 3% dumps in like a minute to 5 minutes. So it's happening very quickly, and again, although it's shaking a lot of people out, you have to realize that nothing major has broken. So we're going up, we're going down, even these moves up over here, we're not breaking through anything major. We're still below some huge resistances. We're still above some massive supports. At the end of the day, guys, this whole zone here is a horizontal channel. If you go ahead and look from this red line to this red line, this whole zone here is a huge horizontal channel and is very much neutral until we make that directional break. Okay, let's take a look at DXY. DXY is actually looking pretty bearish still, where we did say we could see about 110. We are at 111, just under 112 now, potentially pushing lower. This is a bullet. This is a bearish, expanding, rising channel, or broadening, rising wedge, whatever you want to call it. We do expect a price retracement back down to this level at some point, especially if we engulf this part over here. So we've engulfed this previous daily at around 11170. We'll most likely continue downwards, so we're looking for eyes on that. Bitcoin dominance was looking okay. We looked at it yesterday. Brave New Coin Liquid Index again is looking pretty sketchy. We do have that monthly candle close below, which is definitely something to keep an eye on. And again, we'll be talking about this in tomorrow's video. Tomorrow we will have a more extended, it's about a 40 to 50 minute video. We're going to do a collaboration with Rules of Crypto. We'll talk about absolutely everything tomorrow in a lot more detail. Today, we just want to do a quick update on what the market's looking like after this recent crash. And of course, this is the only chart that's really worrying me again. We do have this descending triangle. So keep an eye out, guys, on the short term. The short term is really what you want to be looking at right now. The macro is very clear. We've talked about the macro plenty of times. We'll talk about more tomorrow, but keep an eye on the short term, as the short term is where you make your money, okay? That being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, a nice short little update, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers. So we're going to quickly have a discussion about Bitget. Now, if you follow the channel, if you're on our Telegram, if you're on our Twitter, if you like the content, enjoy the videos, and just find what we do informative and beneficial, go ahead and support the channel by clicking the sign up link to Bitget and trade where I trade. Now, there's about 10 different good reasons why I'm suggesting Bitget, and obviously I've made the swap from Binance to Bitget close to a year ago now. Last year in September, I decided to go to Bitget and trade on Bitget, and I'm going to go through the reasons why you should actually come over and trade on Bitget too. So first and foremost, guys, if you like spot trading, obviously 0% trading fees on spot. They've got over 260 coins here. Basically every popular coin you can think of is on Bitget. Basically all the coins on Binance you can find on Bitget. Another really good thing is it is global access, meaning there's no global restriction on who can sign up. Doesn't matter what country you're in, where you're from, you can sign up to Bitget. And the reason they can do that is because they do no KYC. KYCing on this exchange is completely optional. If you want to trade on a decentralized exchange where you don't have to sign up, you don't have to have your government information in there, this is where you want to be, completely decentralized. Another really good thing is they obviously have very low trading fees for futures. It's around 0.02%. Now they have around 60 to 70 different trading pairs on futures and are adding more every couple of weeks, so it is steadily growing. They also have a security fund, so if the exchange ever gets hacked or you get hacked, you can actually request a refund or a compensation from the exchange. They have, I think it's like $80 million, or if not more, $800 million or something close to that in the security fund that actually pay out to their users if anything catastrophic happens. So obviously signing up the link, you'll get access to all of that, but there's a few beneficial and extra things you get access to if you sign up the link down below. You'll get access to the reward center. Now on the reward center is about 5 separate tasks, and they're trading tasks. If you complete those tasks, you can make up to $4,163 just from actually trading. And the second thing is, if you sign up with the partner link down below, you are actually registered underneath my partner account. And what that gives me availability to do is I can actually adjust your fee kickbacks depending on your trading volume. So you actually get paid to trade on Bitget. You'll get kickbacks based on the trading fees you use. For example, on the 3rd of October to the 10th of October, we are doing a running campaign where 10% of the fees you pay on Bitget, you actually receive as compensation as USDT directly to your account. These are some of the things I can do. I can assess your trades, I can monitor your trades if you need advice, I can actually see what is going on, and obviously the fees are very, very small on Bitget. That being said, guys, that is all I want to talk about Bitget. If you want a more in-depth analysis and video about Bitget or how to leverage trade, go to our channel and click the video how to trade on leverage, and we talk you through Bitget and a little bit more. Thanks up, guys. We'll see you later. Okay, guys, I want to take a quick moment to introduce the Become a Trader course at the end of this video. This course was designed by myself and Wolves of Crypto. We put together a whole variety of knowledge to create the most cohesive, understandable, and beneficial trading course there is on the market. If you're interested in learning how to become a trader, if you're interested in learning how to use technical analysis, if you're interested in learning how to apply market analysis to different cryptocurrencies, this is a course for you. We teach you everything from the fundamentals, the basics about what cryptocurrency is, how to trade cryptocurrency, mastering the craft of cryptocurrency, diving into a whole range of technical indicators, market structures, and teaching you how to utilize these when finding trades and applying risk management strategies to become more profitable over time. We even dive into market psychology, human psychology, and provide a variety of different videos and educational content, including courses and quizzes to assist your learning along the way. If this is something you're interested in, guys, go ahead and contact us down below at the cryptoacademycourses@gmail.com. We'll send you an email back with all the course information, the structure, the payment details, and everything else you need to know. That being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today, and we'll catch you in the next one.